Hello everybody, this is Randy Baps from UXstars.com, and today I'm here to take a look at BRINK Traveler on the Oculus Quest 2. So, I am not currently within BRINK Traveler. I am at the moment looking at the Desert Home virtual environment, which I rather like. But like this environment, I can walk around in a physical space. I'm really walking around in my garage right now. And I have cleared a space of about 10 by 10 feet so that I can actually walk around and not too often into walls or my lawnmower. So, BRINK Traveler takes on an interesting challenge. Many of us over the past couple of years have had our travel plans canceled. And of course, part of that is recreation, and part of that is just exposure to places that otherwise we or our children may have never seen. It helps broaden their horizons to show them different places. So I don't see VR travel taking over or anything like that. Nobody's going to be like, oh, I don't want to go on a vacation because I can go in my VR Traveler. I mean, yes, there might be some people. But I don't see it as like a replacement for travel, but like, hey, if you can't travel, or if you could never have gotten to one of these places, or, there's a variety of different reasons why it's hard for places to, be hard to get to. So, maybe you have a disability, maybe you can't afford to go to certain places. Hey, look at what we have here. They're going to give us a little introduction, I believe. I will be back after she finishes explaining where we are now.
Welcome to BRINK. Watch your step. It's a sheer 1,000-foot drop to the mighty Colorado River below. Horseshoe Bend is a dramatic and iconic example of the American southwestern landscape. The sheer cliff walls were carved over millions of years as the river cut down through ancient sandstone, eventually becoming entrenched and creating the horseshoe shape you see ahead. The river continues this process today on its path towards the Grand Canyon, nearly 60 miles downstream.
Beautiful view, isn't it? Did you know you can take a photo anytime during your travels? Try putting your hands in front of you and making a frame with your index fingers and thumbs.
Now I'm holding the controllers at the moment, so this might be a little weird.
Great shot. You can also try grabbing and moving the image if you want to reframe the shot. Once you're happy with it, press the large button to save the image to your field notebook.
Okay, so I'm holding a button down on my controller. Oh, and then it's acting kind of like a viewfinder. So that's kind of interesting. It does look nice. I'll have to check this out on my computer later and see what the quality is really like. Can I expand the frame? It seems like you have a certain dimension there. All right, well, screenshots are nice to take sometimes. Oh, why are you on a tilt? I guess that's good enough. Now I'm just pushing my hand forward here, these buttons that don't really exist. And I guess I'll say, move my finger forward. Ooh. That is pretty interesting in VR when you aren't even pressing any button and you can just move your hand where the button's not even there. So let's see what it's like to walk around. I'm going to go a little slower than usual so that on these videos it's not too jarring. I can actually turn around and see all kind of stuff. I can look up. Let's see, are those clouds moving? I think the clouds are still. But that's okay. Now, some people said you could pick up rocks and throw them, which is not my favorite pastime, but, I see a rock here. I wonder if I can... I hope those people weren't just messing with me. You know, I could see somebody putting a review like that online and being like, haha, people are going to try to pick things up, and they really... Those rocks look a little different over there. I'm gonna see, and they look a little more 3D-ish. I'm gonna press a... Ooh, I actually hit the concrete floor with my controller. I wonder if I'm gonna have to get a case for these things so I don't scratch them all up. Pressing one button, that's not doing... Oh! The inner button. Whoa. Behold, I'm ready to throw a stone. Now, I have to make sure nobody's down below, because that just would not be very polite. Okay, here we go. Let's see what happens. Whoa. Okay, I didn't really play baseball growing up, but I think I can throw better than that. Let's try again. You know, so I guess it adds a little to the immersion where you are not just looking, but there is a rock you can pick up. Let's see what happens now. Whoa. Okay. Well, that's rock throwing for you. But there's a lot more to do than throw rocks in this game. Well, I wouldn't even really call it a game. It's more of a virtual experience. And look, there's a bird flying around there too. So, some 3D environments that we've seen over the years on YouTube or things like that are neat because you can look around and sort of feel like you're surrounded, but you're still looking at it on a flat screen, and you see the rest of your room or office around you, and everything in those images is still like on Google Earth, and it's a little uncanny to like see everybody paused in time. But it's nice how they added some features here, like a bird flying, the river flowing. Let's see if there's anything else going on. Yeah, I really totally want to get my kids out west someday and show them this stuff. I wonder, for better or worse, if something like this would help people get over a fear of heights. Although, I have to say, maybe a fear of heights isn't always an unhealthy thing, especially when you're in a place like this. Well, let's see what other kind of places we have to explore. Now, they put this little virtual watch on me, and I can raise my one other hand here to... Oh, that's right. If I do this little moon image, it'll change it to nighttime, and then we can see the stars out west, which are unreal. Let's see here. Ah, it is nighttime. Yeah, oh, we got a moon. There we go. Oh, hey, it's a shooting star, just on cue. You know, that is pretty cool. You know, I would kind of like it if they had a sunrise feature as well, right? Sunrise, sunset, you know, maybe they'll get there too, but that's just like day or night. But those other times of day have some, you know, amazing views. But let's see what else we can do. What other kind of worlds we have. Oh, I don't know what's going on there. My hand, virtual hand, is getting further away as I get closer to pressing the button, which is kind of weird. Come on. Never thought I'd have to tell my own hand to get closer. You know, it's hard to complain about these things, though, because it is somewhat of a new experience you wouldn't have otherwise. Let's see. Press on my... Oh, hey, oh. Now we got something going on. Yes. So this sort of, it's kind of reminds me of social studies. And in each one of these different parks, you can sort of zip off to some other location. Like I can hold up my controller, or maybe even gestures. Some of these apps work without even holding a controller. It can just sense your hand gestures. And, right, so I could look around this environment and find something. But I don't know. I want to see someplace that I have never seen before. Ooh, the Delicate Arch.